CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Links. Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Group.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. It's hard to believe the regular season is nearing an end for the 2024 spring. So let's not waste any time and dive right into the action. It's Game On. CMSportsNet had a girls lacrosse game of the week on April 16th between unbeaten rivals Century and Manchester Valley, and this one did not disappoint. Let's get right into the highlights. Century traveled to Manchester Valley on Tuesday, April 16th, in a battle of unbeaten girls lacrosse teams looking to take over first place in the Carroll County standings. A defensive tone is set early. Maddie Preach with a takeaway, and the Knights force a turnover. Harley Hamlin lines up for a free position, but Mavericks goalie Josie Collender makes the stop. Century breaks through moments later after a caused turnover, and Delaney Sandbank puts it home on the breakaway. Knights on the board first. Emma Penchak converts the free position try here, and it's all even 1-1 after one quarter. Century's Becca Mullenix comes up with a big save on a free position attempt, and we're still tied 1-1 midway through the second quarter. This time it's Collender with a great stop on a free position. The goalies are trading saves in the first half, and it's Knights 1, Mavericks 1 at halftime. Here's a nice transition from Century. Julia Borniak finds Delaney Sandbank, who gets it to Marley Carfine, and the senior does the rest. Once again, we're tied. It's 3-3 after three quarters. Natalie Opatowski scores twice early in the fourth quarter, and this one from free position gives the Knights a 5-3 lead. Manchester Valley responds. Penchak fires a shot into the top of the net, and it's 5-4 with 5 minutes to go. Penchak finds Natalie Burmeister with a nifty pass, and the senior buries the shot. We're tied once more, 5-5. Century has possession, but Man Valley causes a turnover, and the Mavericks head the other way. After a timeout, it's the play of the game. Burmeister finds Penchak coming off a double team, and she shoots and scores. Mavericks up 6-5. Century wins the ensuing draw control, but Penchak intercepts a pass, and a turnover seals it for Manchester Valley. Final score is Mavericks 6, Knights 5. Man Valley wins a 27th consecutive game, and the Mavericks are 8-0, 4-0 in the CCAL. Century falls to 6-1, 3-1 in Carroll County. Now we're going to take a look at the players to watch matchup we had from the game of the week. It was Natalie Opatowski and Taylor Feek. Opatowski led her team with 3 goals in the game. Taylor Feek didn't add to her totals this time around, but you see from the season totals, she's been playing very well for the Mavericks this spring. We're going to take a look at the final team stats from the game of the week matchup. After a dominant start on draws for Man Valley, Century got closer before the game came to an end, and both goalies were strong throughout the evening. Some good stuff in Manchester. We had a chance to chat with Manchester Valley senior Natalie Burmeister after her team prevailed. So let's hear from the senior attacker about the big county victory. Joined by senior Natalie Burmeister, Manchester Valley. Natalie, congrats on the great game.
Thank you.
Boy, it was right down to the wire. You had a 2-goal deficit with only a few minutes to go. You guys never wavered, though. I mean, during your timeouts, I'll ask you in a second, but what was the feeling like? You saw them go up by 2, and you knew there was only about 5 minutes left. Was there any doubt, or was there any sort of like, oh, we got to really kind of ratchet things up here because time's running out?
There was definitely a lot of pressure, but I think we've been in this position before, especially like in states last year. We know what this is like.
That's true.
We all have confidence in each other, so we just went out there and we knew we could do it. So there was a lot of pressure, but we knew we could do it. So
Emma gets the ball to you for the game tying goal. It was a great one-time shot. Then you get the ball back there and you call that timeout. And you don't have to tell me everything that was said, but what was the plan? What was what we saw the play you guys drew up?
Pretty much. The plan was to get the ball in the back, get it to Emma, and run it through the top, but it ended up working going through the back a little better. So we went with what it gave us, and it it worked out in our favor.
That she gets double and she passes it to you, and you know she's going to split the two defenders and try to get to the goal. And that's got to be just, you guys have been playing together for a while now. You know, you throw it right to where her stick's going to be. More often than not, she's going to come up and get it.
Yeah, I heard her say one more, and I knew to give it to her, and I knew she would finish.
So you had the lead, 20 couple seconds left. Century wins the draw, so now you got to play quick defense. And yet, when they try to make the pass, there's Emma to intercept. What was that feeling like when you saw her grab that ball and head the other way?
It was just really reassuring, just to know, because they can score in 10 seconds. That's all it takes. So just to have that possession at the end was just key for us.
Maybe there's pressure too that, okay, you've won 26 now, 27 games in a row. I know you guys don't care about that right now. You're trying to just win every game you can. Century's a good team. They're a team that wants to win a state title. Not that you guys certainly aren't, but how much better does it make you guys to play in games like this when it's two really good teams that come right down to the wire like that?
It really shows us that we can come back from deficits. We've been in a lot of positions like this before in the past, like in Liberty a few weeks ago. Right. So it just shows us that when there's more pressure and later in the season, in the postseason, that we can come back from those deficits. So we just never give up on each other.
You have them again coming up in the game that counts in the county. So there's really no days off when it comes to this county race. And you just mentioned it last question. You guys you already know what it feels like to be in that situation and win a state championship. You were down in that game against Middletown and came back and won it. That springboards you into this season where you know the target's on your back. How do you feel like you guys have handled that? Yes, you've won all the games, but how do you feel like you've handled all the adversity that comes with being the reigning state champs, getting everybody's A game? You've passed all the tests so far. It's got to make you feel pretty good as you get almost to the midway point here of the regular season. Yeah,
we're just keeping the mentality that the pressure that we're feeling is a privilege, and we're just not taking it for granted and just going out and doing our best every day.
Okay, time to check the latest girls lacrosse scores from around the Carroll County Athletic League. South Carroll outlasted Winters Mill behind a huge game from Liam Miller. Westminster posted 20 goals in beating FSK, and from late last week, Century topped South Carroll behind a big game from Natalie Opatowski. The senior attacker poured in 5 goals and she added 2 assists in Century's 12-5 win over South Carroll on the road. Opatowski leads the Knights in scoring so far this season. We've talked about her already a lot today in the show, and we're going to probably hear a lot about her as the season goes on. All right, let's see the girls lacrosse top performers as reported to CMSportsNet. Emma Penchek leading the way, fresh off her game winner in the final seconds against Century. Liberty's Maddie Smith right behind her as a county best 28 assists so far this season. The next wave of top scorers shows 2 of Smith Lyons' teammates, that's Courtney Goff and Sophia Carpinetti. Also 2 of the Knights on the board there with Delaney Sandbank and Marley Carfine. Now the updated Carroll County girls lacrosse standings. Manchester Valley in front thanks to that win over Century from Tuesday. Liberty staying close behind. The Lions host the Mavericks on May 2nd. Now we can check in with some upcoming girls lacrosse games of note. Century hosting Westminster and Liberty welcoming South Carroll to the Lions Den on Thursday. The Mavericks have games with FSK and a non-county foe, Mount Hebron, still to come this week. We will have girls lacrosse coverage for you Thursday, April 18th when Liberty hosts South Carroll. Game time set for 6:30 at the Lions Den, which should be another exciting girls lacrosse matchup. And now we can shift over to boys lacrosse, where just like on the girls' side, the action is heating up. First, some recent scores of note from around the county. Westminster and Winters Mill picked up county wins on Tuesday. Along with Century, the Owls edged Manchester Valley last Friday. And now we can look at the boys lacrosse scoring leaders again, as reported to CMSportsNet. Winters Mill has the top 2 scorers, Camden Deming and Reed Postlethwaite, followed by Man Valley's top 2, Grant Miller and Gavin Reed. On to the next list of top scorers. You see Liberty on the board with Riley Wickline leading the way for the Lions, and Century has Michael Burns with a team best 14 goals. Now we check in with the updated Carroll County boys lacrosse standings. Westminster unbeaten in county play so far. The Owls are on top of the pack. Century and Winters Mill both at 3-1. The Falcons have the head-to-head tiebreaker there. And just like the girls, some upcoming games to watch on the boys' side. 3 county games on tap for April 18th. And then we see a big one set for Monday, Ruby Field, when the Owls and Falcons renew their city rivalry. CMSportsNet has plans for boys lacrosse coverage as well on Thursday, April 18th, when Francis Scott Key visits Manchester Valley. Game time is set for 6:30, so check in with us from Manchester. The county championship remains up for grabs, so follow CMSportsNet for all the latest boys lacrosse happenings. As always, we've got you covered. Time for a break. When we come back, it's time to check in with baseball and softball, and we unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. So don't go away because Game On will be right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
What's the best gift you can give yourself? Pursue your passions. Explore your creativity. Expand your knowledge. Treat your mind and body. Give yourself a better you. With personal enrichment classes at Carroll Community College. Join us at carrollcc.edu/personalenrichment.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss the Score and More podcast presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels. Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CMSportsNet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. We're here for the home team. Barnes-Bollinger Insurance Services. And by Genova's to Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Welcome back to Game On. Let's get right back into it. And we start with a look at the Carroll County Athletic League baseball standings. A big game took place Monday when Liberty hosted Century. The Lions prevailed 2-1 with a well-pitched game from Carter Shanks, and Liberty takes over first place in the standings as a result. All right, shifting over to the softball county standings now. Francis Scott Key recently defeated Manchester Valley, and the first-place Eagles took an 8-game win streak into this week. Liberty is also hot in softball. The Lions won 5 in a row entering play Wednesday. All right, it's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week time. We check in with the Liberty boys lacrosse senior who stood tall when it mattered on defense in clutch situations last week for the Lions. Time to find out who it is. All right, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Nico Marsicano, Liberty boys lacrosse. Nico helped the Lions with a couple of victories last week. Nico, one of them against Winters Mill, a team that was off to a good start, and you guys, were down in that game 5-1. What changed at that point, and what did you see defensively that helped you guys get the win?
So our goalie came back after a big injury against FSK. And then we moved into a zone defense, kind of shut down Reed and the offense there. They didn't really know what to do after the second quarter. We came out. We had a second quarter shutout. Once again, big thanks to the goalie, Jameson. And offense kind of stepped up to the plate and just took it away. And face-off, Caleb Elburn, a couple big face-off wins in the fourth quarter. He had, I think he went for 4 straight. Helped us just seal it away.
As a defender, a lot of times you're going to be marking up against one of their top guys, and there's one of the top guys around is Reed Post away from Winters Mill. You just mentioned his name. He's going to get his goals, but what was the mindset to, once you go down 5-1, was there anything you had to say to guys, like, hey, we got to do this and this and this, or if we're going to get back in this game and get a win?
So basically, we came out, and just first play of the game, one of our defenders had a big strip against Reed, and we're just like, well, he's not invincible. I've played with Reed for a long time. I've been on his club team, so he's a really good player, but he's not invincible. So basically we just calmed down. We're like, listen, we held him to 5 goals. We're fine right now. And then just from there on, kind of went away with it.
You guys, the season didn't start the way you wanted to, but things maybe turned around in these last couple games. Has there been 1 or 2 things that you could point to that say, okay, now we're playing Liberty Lacrosse, now we know we can do the rest of the way?
So we just had a lot of injuries, a lot of people who were ups and downs. Now that we're just playing together as a family, I think we're playing Liberty Lacrosse because Liberty Lacrosse is a family.
You come off football field in the fall and do good things for Liberty. Is there anything that translates over to the lacrosse field in terms of the preparation, the fundamentals, the mechanics? Is there things you can take from football that you can use in lacrosse to your benefit?
I mean, definitely the coaches talk. So with my shoulder injury, I've had some problems with the weight room. So coaches talk, but when it's lacrosse season, it's lacrosse season. So 100% into lacrosse and just the team aspect. We're all together. We're all playing football together. We're all playing lacrosse. So we'll go out to the wall on Sundays, Mondays when we don't have practice, and we're still a team, and even when we're off the field.
Well, the team's looking good right now. Congrats on a great week. Good luck the rest of the season. That's Nico Marsicano, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services and by Genova's To Go.
Congratulations to Nico Marsicano, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and you can see a quick look here at all of our spring recipients so far. And that will do it for this week's episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. A reminder that CM Sportsnet has a pair of intra-county matchups on the slate for Thursday, April 18th. We have FSK visiting Manchester Valley in boys lacrosse and South Carroll traveling to Liberty in girls lacrosse. Both games are set for 6:30 starts. Stay tuned for our coverage for those games. Another reminder of a big boys lacrosse matchup coming your way Monday, April 22nd, when Winters Mill takes on Westminster in their annual city rivalry game. Once again, a 6:30 start over at Ruby Field at Westminster High School. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. And you can watch us as always on cable channel HD 1086. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
What's the best gift you can give yourself? Pursue your passions. Explore your creativity. Expand your knowledge. Treat your mind and body. Give yourself a better you. With personal enrichment classes at Carroll Community College. Join us at carrollcc.edu/personal-enrichment.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.